What's up, fellow clashers? It's Paulian here, and hopefully the mic's a little bit better. You can hear me a little bit louder in there, and it's not so bad. But keep giving me those feedbacks and let me know what's going on. We're gonna go ahead and I'm a little bit behind on our replays. We've got another war to go through after this one, another video. But here's a recap on our war versus gilas3 or gilas3. These guys weren't bad. I mean, they had some really good bases. I think they had us. I think they had 9 Town Hall 9s compared to our, I think, like six or 7 Town Hall 9s. But 2 of them are just turning from 8 to 9. So. Our number 6 and number 7 just turned either a week ago or a couple weeks ago. So they're at almost as much of an 8.5 as you can get. They're not even barely 8.5. So everybody brought good attacks from WHF Rising. Gillis brought some pretty okay attacks. They did a couple of Go Wipes, DragLoons, a couple of things mixed in there, but. Yeah, just to show what they did to our base, they used a good portion of their attacks. I mean, they only left 8 of them, so very, very good on them, and they gave us a good fight. We appreciate that. They 3-starred my base, so yeah. And I think I'm going to show my base getting attacked next battle. I said I was going to do that, but then Supercell wiped the videos out, and I couldn't repost the attack against me. I will do that on the next summary, the next war summary, and show that, and then I'll change my base around. So anyway, let's go ahead and jump into these different attacks. We're going to see a whole bunch of different things like HoLo, GoLo, GoVaLo, drag riders. There's a bunch of really good attacks. So here we go. All right, we're going to go ahead and start off our first attack by looking at Huckles take on their number 1. And Huckles is our number 5. You guys have seen him on Powerbang's channel before. He's basically an 8.5, so his royals are getting there. They're still pretty low, but he's going to use a GoHo with a stoned entrance in here, but he kind of makes a mistake I've done in the past as far as the lure goes and dropping a poison. He drops a poison on balloons on top of the balloons, but not where it actually affects them. So I'll show you what I mean in just a second as these balloons are being pulled. And we'll go ahead and show where he drops the poison. And but we'll pause it right here because this is a good learning experience that I've had to learn. So the poison cloud is right here, which covers all the balloons. The problem is, here's the shadow of the balloons right down here, and that's actually what affects the balloons, not where the physical top of the balloons are, but it's where their shadow is. So that goes for dragons, minions, balloons, anything that flies. So keep that in mind, that if you're dropping that poison, you don't want to drop it on top of the balloons themselves. You want to drop it on where the shadows fall. So anyway, we'll go ahead and keep going with this. He still gets the 3 stars, so it's okay, but that poison was unfortunately pretty much wasted, as it only takes care of those 2 balloons, and the 4 of them are left standing as they're not getting hit by the poison. So he'll deal with those in just a second. He's going to come in with a stone with 3 golems down from below. He'll go ahead and I think he just anchors down below here, or not anchors, but just sends his golems in here, and we'll take care of those with either the queen or the witches, or the wizards. So there's the 3 golems dropped to create that funnel. The wizards are dropped in there, and he has brought a couple wall breakers in there to get through to the core, and that queen will lock onto those balloons right now, start shooting away, drops his king to do a king-queen swap, and that his queen is going to take out that king as well. So his king goes running for the queen, and his queen goes running for the king, and it's all over with their 2 royals. The opposing royals drops the hogs in, has 4 heals to go ahead and cover these hogs. He knows where all the giant bomb spots are, so he's going to be able to heal upon those. There's one of them that's triggered. He actually, I think, skips the other one, which is where that heal is. It's between the the sweeper and the whiz tower, but they never path over to that spot, so they actually skip it altogether. So he doesn't need to hit that giant. He didn't hit the giant bomb there. So that's good. Hogs go flying, and he still has one more heal in the bag. There it goes. Heals up all the hogs that jump on that giant bomb spot. And, you know, his queen is still up, and it's pretty much over at this point. So we're in cleanup time. So it was a great raid. Great 3 stars for us. Way to go, Huckles. Way to hit up on their number 1. Good job, man. And 3 stars for WHF Rising. Okay, we're going to drop down to number 3, and we're going to watch another Town Hall 9 get taken by our number 1. And he's going to bring in a GoHo for this one as well. It's kind of nice that we get a chance to see some Town Hall 9 attacks, mix it up a little bit. He'll start this large, he gets tons of free buildings right here with these minions and wizard down at the bottom. There's nothing that's going to hit them. He sends some hogs up top, which I think he was going for the lure, but you know, doesn't get it, doesn't make it all the way down to that. They take it taken out on that mortar by the king and the other defenses. So, you know, these minions are still doing damage with the wizard, but he'll start his drop by going with just, I think, a shattered entry, 2 golems in there, and he gets a lot for this kill squad, too. He's got pretty beefy royals compared to their 10 and 10. He's got 20-20, so it's not too bad. Drops the queen in there. Needs to get into that core. There we go. Into the second layer. And the clan castle's triggered, drops the poison there, and rages up the queen, so she'll lock on to the dragon and to the balloon right there, take them out really quickly, drops the king right behind it, start doing some damage and tank it into the core. And now it's about time to start dropping in the hogs, and he's going to start sprinkling the hogs one by one, or, you know, couple by couple, clockwise around the base. I think he starts around the 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock position and starts working its way around. The king and queen are still up. King's going to go down pretty soon. Queen uses her ability, takes out that Expo and Tesla. Everything's still in the core, is firing on all the golemites and king and queen. So the hogs are semi-untouched. They got the outer defenses to worry about, but he still has 2 more heals left. So he drops a couple more hogs up on top at the 1 o'clock position. They meet up with the other hogs and start whomping on the other defenses there. Still has a golemite up that's tanking a little bit, drops the other hogs from the left, and uses that last heal for that last set of defenses there. He has 1 archer tower left over outside that heal, but I think he's probably got about 10 hogs left, so they're gonna pretty much take care of that archer tower and wizard tower real quick. So the archer tower goes down, now the whiz tower goes down, and that's all it. It's time for cleanup. Looks like all the giant bombs, yep, 2 giant bombs have all been triggered, the 2 in the core and the 2 outside. So yeah, we'll just go ahead and speed this thing up. Watch him get 3 stars for WHF Rising. Great job, great attack, man. It wouldn't be the same war if we didn't show an attack by a Great Gatsby. And we're going to go ahead and check out his attack on number 5. His attack on number 4 was good. It was a 3-star, but I just like to see the Asian wall that Gatsby is known for. So he's going to go ahead and use I think a shattered entry here with one of Clan Castle Golem and his own Golem. And again, Gatsby's just an 8.5. So, but nonetheless, his attacks are awesome. So drops the poison in there and starts to create the funnel with the wizards. And we'll go ahead and drop he brings along 2 P.E.K.K.A.s with him to start clearing up all these trash and get in with the funnel. Look at that train of wall breakers to come in and get through the core. They knock out 2 layers right there, and then uses a jump spell just in case to knock out that queen, the enemy king, and to get into that town hall. So all the core is pretty much being taken care of, and there goes the Asian wall of hogs that is going to go ahead and take out all the outer defenses. He's got another heal left over after this one, but all those defenses are centered on the golemites, the barbarian king, and everything else that's in that core. So his hogs are going semi-untouched at this point. But they'll turn on that Expo there, and they only have a few more to go. He still has that heal, which he uses right here. And there goes the P.E.K.K.A triggers the giant bomb for those hogs, so they don't even have to worry about it. And they'll go ahead and take care of the Tesla and then work their way to that last cannon, trip that giant bomb, but too little too late. And we'll go ahead and speed it up as everybody, one big happy family, goes and cleans up the base and gets that 3 stars. Way to go, man. Great attack, Gatsby. All right, so let's jump down to number 8 for our last Town Hall 9 attack, and then we're going to go ahead and focus on Town Hall 8. This is Matty J, our newest Town Hall 9, or 8.5. Just moved up from 8 a little bit ago. And he's going to drop 2 loons on each to take care of these new defenses. Wipe them out, and also grab the lure with those bottom loons. And he only needs to grab the dragon from the clan castle because he's going to do a lot of loon attack, and he just needs to wipe out that that dragon because that's the only thing that can do damage to his lava hounds or his loons. The loon in that clan castle can't touch them at all, and that's where most of the damage is going to come from. So he's going to go pull the dragon here, use his queen to go ahead and take care of that dragon. He wants to do a one-on-one. He'll use the ability and then go ahead and take out that dragon. He'll do a king-queen swap here. Start sending the lava hounds and the loons quickly after that. He's brought 4 rages to rage those loons up. Drops the other lava hound up top, and there's a lot of room for air here. These air defenses are all low level. They're all like either level 5 or level 3s, level 6s. They're not very high. So he rages up a couple of those spots of balloons. The lava hounds are bursting, and he still has one more lava hound making his way to trigger that black seeker bomb, and that last AD needs to be taken out, but he's dropped the last rage there to speed those balloons around. They're going to go ahead and take care of that air defense, and he's got tons of lava pups taking care of the town hall. And as soon as these loons get done with that cannon, they're going to move and rage into that air defense, take it out, and then all they have is just that Tesla. And once that Tesla's down, the mortar can't touch them, so it's no big deal. Alright, so good. So for me, technically, it's cleanup. You see the balloon is now finally triggered in the clan castle by that wizard, but it's too little too late. Those balloons are doing wreckage to the base, as well as the other wizards and the lava pups. And no problem whatsoever. Great 3-star attack, Matty J, and good job. Let's go ahead and start with the Town Hall 8 attacks. And let's watch our number 11. It's just a great attack. Hit this base. Pretty much a maxed Town Hall 8. All the defenses are completely maxed. The walls are almost half and half. So he's going to bring a GoHo with Shattered Entry with 2 golems. But it's all about the patience on this one again. Look, he uses Earthquake to just completely open up that core. So he's got the basically entire core once he gets in, but how is he going to get in? That's the question. He brought 2 wall breakers, but keep an eye on those wall breakers. I mean, he doesn't use them until way later. Same thing with the clan castle and the king. So he drops some hogs, take care of those defenses, and this is all clearing his path to use those wall breakers. So he's got the golems tanking on each side, the right and the left. The wizards taking out that clan castle while they're pounding on the golem, or the dragon is, or breathing on it, whatever you want to say. Now he drops the wall breakers as all those empty compartments are available, and they're going to go right in, open up that core. It drops the king and the P.E.K.K.A right behind them. The golem will reroute all the way around, and now they'll start making their way into the core. So this is like phase 2 of the attack as these things start to get into the core here. Golemite goes flying, but now he can start dropping the hogs. He doesn't have any heals left, but these defenses, there's not too many point defenses except for these Teslas, and once they start firing on the core, then he can send those hogs in. There's no giant bomb spots that are available. I don't think hardly any spring traps. So those hogs will go as they go actually hit a spring trap, but these hogs will go pretty much untouched. He doesn't need the heal, so they'll meet up with the king in there, and I think the P.E.K.K.A is already gone, but they'll meet up with them and pretty much clear everything out and go ahead and start clearing the trash buildings. And I mean, that's just a brilliant attack. I mean, watch it over again. It was just really nice. I think he started with maybe 11 hogs and ended up with like 9 of them or 8 of them. And then he finally hits that last one. So he started with 16 hogs and he ended up with like 11 of them. So that's pretty good. So great attack, man. Great 3 stars. Way to go. Moving down a couple spots to number 13, we're going to watch Surgical Go Wipe take on this common internet base we see quite often. Going to watch him do a mass hog, and he does a good job with the lure here, sending in the giant and tank the defenses while the hogs pull the lure. And what he wants to do is he wants to get that giant bomb as well, which he's going to. So it's a great trade-off for those couple hogs to get the lure and the giant bomb. He'll go ahead and he'll anchor down south and drop some barbarians with wizards, and we'll get finished with that. Okay, and now it's time to send in the hogs, and he's going to go ahead and just kind of do it counterclockwise, send them in from the 8 o'clock position and then send them around the base. Drops a heal there for that first set of hogs. He'll send some more behind them. Drop the king down there to tank for a little bit while the other hogs go untouched up at the top, and they'll all meet each other towards the core. Uses that second heal. He still has 1 more heal left, and sends the giant to tank for that last set of hogs that he's sending in, and triggers 1 giant bomb, and pretty soon the other one. There we go. And he'll use that last heal for that last giant bomb, and pretty much take out the Tesla, the Teslas that are popping, air defense, and that last Tesla, and then they'll need to turn on the king. Great job with the poison too. Kills all the skeletons in the skelly trap, and we'll go ahead and fast forward it as they take out the town hall, the clan castle building, and then the king, and it's just time for the rest of the buildings. So great job, Surgical. Good 3 stars, man. All right, let's take a look at number 14 and make the classic mistake of what? Yep, it is the hole in the base right there. So what do you do when there's a hole in the base? You take advantage and you exploit it. So he will drop in a minion in there and get the lure, and trigger a giant bomb, and drop the poison over all those skelly traps. He does miss the dragon, but that's alright. He's going to go ahead and take care of that in just a second. He does grab the balloon, so we'll go ahead and back out as he anchors to the right. He's going to come in with a GoVaLo with this attack after this clan castle is taken care of right there. He'll go ahead and rage, and he will also drop in his golems there, and his king, and his Valks, and everything else. They made it so easy for him to just get right into that core, and look at them doing the work in the core. Sends the balloons already in there as these air defenses are just about down. The top one was sent in a little early. It was taken out by the air defense, but that's okay because it's a massive balloon parade going on here, completely obliterating all these defenses. The Valkyries are still running through the core, broken through the core, going to the outskirts, knocking down the walls, and the Golemites tanking for those balloons. So yeah, there's only 3 more defenses or 4 more defenses left, and only 3 of them can touch the balloons. So it takes care of that Tesla. We'll path over to the mortar. The wizards are tanking for the balloons, which is great. And now just that last archer tower. It goes down, and it's time for the cleanups. Still has tons of Valkyries going ahead and hacking away down at the bottom. The balloons will try to catch up, but they're way too slow. They're half the speed. So yeah, great 3-star attack. Way to take advantage of that hole in the base and just get right in there and start clearing it out, man. Good job. A few more attacks to show. We'll go ahead and jump down from 14 down to 16, and we'll check out a very common internet base that you'll see variations of all the time. I'm pretty sure I've posted them before many times. I might even do a special on this base. It's, you know where the Teslas are, they're in each of the corners where the sweepers aren't. Yeah, it's really simple. Just wipe out the core and send in the loons on the back end and wipes everything out. So let's go ahead and see how True Alpha brings a HoLo into this and does exactly what we were just talking about. So he'll go ahead and kind of do a swap here and start to create his funnel with his loons on the bottom, and it'll take out the cannon and then kind of dissolve and just go away. Also throw in one hog so he grabs the the balloon for that lure, because the balloons can only lure the dragon. So let's go ahead and have him anchor down the bottom, and we'll go ahead and fast forward this ×4. He'll use poison, and then barbarians and wizards to take care of that clan castle, drop his king for a king swap and to tank some of the defense, and then go ahead and two-finger drop his hogs from the bottom. And he'll go ahead and feed, well, look at that, giant bomb there. So he'll go ahead and heal those hogs that were hit by the giant bomb, and some of the stragglers will just decide to do their own thing and go to bump on that cannon, but he'll go ahead and heal all of his heals in that core with that group of hogs. Got to take care of that last air defense and archer tower for those loons to work, otherwise they'll go down. And then he'll send the loons in on the back end all around, because all they have to do is worry about a couple of wizard towers, and the sweeper, and everything else can't hurt them. The mortars, the cannons, everything like that. Pigs go flying. Yeah, the last cannon is down. It's time for cleanup. Look at that awesome split with the loons, hogs, and kings and wizards. He's got everything attacking everything throughout the base. So this base is completely demolished, and yeah, it was a great attack. Way to go, man! And the number 27 hitting their number 16. Great 3-star. Great job, True Alpha. Let's jump down 1 to 17, because I don't think we have seen a GoVaHo yet. We've seen the GoVaLo. But our number 11 is a great attacker, has some wonderful strategies, executions, everything like that. So we're going to watch him bring a GoVaHo into this equation with a little bit of low, just a couple loons in there. So he'll go ahead and bring those loons up top and kind of do a 2-for-1 trade-off of the the cannon, trigger that giant bomb there with his loon, with his hog. And then he's got the lure, and he'll go ahead and anchor down south. And with his archer, we're going to go ahead and speed this up, as he'll go ahead and drop some barbarians and wizards, and then I think he'll drop the golem. Yeah, as that balloon was just about to go down, go ahead and drop the wizards around to create that funnel. Look at, nothing's hitting those wizards just yet, so that's great. He'll send his wall breakers in to open that core up, and he's bringing 2 heals in the raid, so he's not going to earthquake into there. That golem goes ahead and gets that second giant bomb, so there's only one left. And yeah, I mean they're going ahead and wrecking that wall there to get into that core, but the Valks decide they want to do their own thing, and they're going to go ahead and swing to the right, and then as that core opens, they'll redirect. He'll send some hogs in, just a couple of them that will get 1-to-1 trade-offs or 2-to-1 trade-offs, because they're not getting hit at all. And then he'll go ahead and funnel the rest of those hogs in up from the bottom towards the top. I think we know that last giant bomb is right next in between the top 2 archer towers. But he's still, he's used his heals up. Those hogs got to work. But the king and the golem, look how far, and the Valks, look how far they made it. They made it all the way up to the top. And there the Valks go ahead and trigger that last giant bomb. The hogs don't need heals. The defenses are all hitting the golems or the Valks. So they're just pounding away. The wizards and barbarians are cleaning up the top trash buildings, and it's just time to go ahead and go ahead and do the cleanup thing. So the janitor work is underway, and yeah, it was a great attack with the GoVaHo, and way to go ahead and trigger those giant bombs up front, and take care of the base. We're almost finished here. We've got 3 more things to look at. We're going to skip 18 because he's got a base like Jagger. He's got that base. It's a base like Jagger. And we're going to jump into number 19, which is yours truly, going ahead and attacking their number 19. So, you know what? Nothing's in the core really, but I forget what I did here. I think I did a mass hog. Yeah, all right. So mass hog here. Look at what they did for me with that clan castle. They put it right there so I could lure it just with a barbarian Very simple stuff. I'll go ahead and anchor on the bottom right, and you know, feed barbarians to those dragons and balloons, get them their fill while the wizards are taking care of them. And then I'll do like almost like a, not quite an Asian wall, but just like a 4-finger drop across. And I got still my 3 heals. Knew the Teslas were in, you know, in the middle, in the core there. So trigger 1 giant bomb, but I don't need to heal that set of hogs. They're going to do their damage, but there's only like 4 or 5 in there. I need to keep that main core of hogs alive, and I've still got 2 more heals left, so I'll drop the rest of my hogs in there from the top, they're going to make their way through that point defense. I'll drop a heal in for the bottom hogs, which was really not that necessary because there's only 1 or 2 or 3. But I still had the extra heal for those guys. Drop the poison for the ones on the left and let the Barbarian King and the Skellies walk through that. And go ahead and wipe a lot of those Skellies out. They'll finish that last defense, go ahead and kill the storage, and then turn on the King and wipe that level 8 King out. And then really just trigger that 1 last Giant Bomb with the 1 hog. And yeah, it's just cleanup time right now. So got all my wizards going. The one thing I need to really work on is I need to start dropping my wizards for cleanup a lot sooner. As soon as those hogs are you know, clearing out the defenses, drop the wizards behind them. I mean, let's get that clearing going, and I'll knock off probably 20-30 seconds off of my time. So anyway, 3 stars for me and for WHF Rising. All right, we'll jump down a few, down to number 24. It's you know, it's a weird base, so I just wanted to show how to go ahead and wreck this base using hogs. It's a very weird kind of formation, like a phoenix or a bird, or I'm sure it has a name like that. But anyway, Sen's going to go ahead and hit their number 24, and he's going to bring a mass hog to it. You know, I think it's probably a cleanup. He knows that those 5 balloons are in there. Otherwise, he would have probably brought at least some barbarians or archers to go ahead and help them take out a dragon in a loon. But he can take out those 5 balloons with just the poison. So he doesn't need to. He only needs the lure and then get rid of them with that poison. So it's a really good trade-off of his army units. So he'll go ahead and do a 2-finger drop. Let them come in from the 6 o'clock position and from the 4 o'clock and make their way and split across the base. Go ahead and trigger that giant bomb, and no real reason to heal that. It only was 1 hog, and he's still got 1 more left over, 1 heal left over. He drops the heal onto the left side for that group of hogs. They only have a couple defenses, and then saves that last heal for the top ones. As the Barbarian King's beating on them, they hit a giant bomb, get healed all the way up to full, and then take care of that last mortar. And I mean, tons and tons of hogs left over. I mean, everybody's wrecking the base. Everybody's got something in here. So I think he has probably 15 hogs or more left over for that. So this base has no chance. So anyway, great attack from Sen. And way to go, man. Good 3 stars. The last attack we are going to watch is, I think it's on number 29. So yeah, let's go ahead and watch this base. I'm pretty sure we have not shown a DragLoon yet. So we're going to go ahead and watch HTR number 23 hit their number 29. He's going to bring a DragLoon, which I think with I think dragons in the clan, or I'm sorry, loons in the clan castle, but we'll see. So he'll go ahead and use the lightning/earthquake to take out that 1 air defense. They are only level 5 air defenses. But still, there is 3 of them. They are in the core. You can hit a 3 air defense core base with dragons, with mass dragons. So he'll go ahead and send his dragons to funnel towards that core. He's coming behind the sweeper, so that he's going to get absolutely no problems with the sweeper kicking the dragons back. He'll drop some of those loons in as they make their way to the Wiz Tower and then to that air defense. And then he'll drop his clan castle balloons to come in kind of from the back end or the side end or however you want to call it. And they'll go ahead and take care of that those other defenses as a good rage for those 3 or 4, or I think it was 8 actually, of those balloons. Unfortunately, the clan castle balloons are going to kind of wander down and just become air defense fodder. They're not going to hit any of that rage in there. so they're not going to take advantage of it. Those dragons just missed the rage, but he only needs to take care of that one last air defense. He's got tons of dragons there, so we'll go ahead and speed that up. As they're done, we're just basically through cleanup. The loons are still making their rounds all around the base. And that archer tower is going to hit those dragons for the rest of the time, so those loons will go untouched, and they'll make their way to that last little builder's hut, and then storage, and all the way across town to the other one. Great attack HTR, good 3 stars, and good war to everybody in WHF Rising. Again, props to gilas3. They put up a great battle. We appreciate that. Some really good bases to hit. And I do apologize if I missed anybody. You know, I wish I could recap everybody's. Just the video would be way too long. But we had some other great attacks from our other guys. Second attack, first attacks, or some really other great one. I don't want to downplay anybody else's attacks that weren't featured on here. I just want to give a good mix and match of different styles and different styles of attacks and different styles of bases to hit. So again, way to go, WHF Rising, another victory, and you know, we'll look for the next one.